The end of the retail industry as we know it today in the United States. The retail industry of the United States is going through some major challenges, which makes us think, is there any future for this industry? Is it going to be the last normal holiday season we'll be enjoying, shopping our hearts out? Well, that's the concern of so many Americans out there who got even more worried as more and more companies go bankrupt. Hello guys and welcome to our channel. Today we are here to talk about the US retail industry. Is it really going to end or is there any hope? Before continuing, support our work with a like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our videos. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, we all know that the holiday season is often the most lucrative time of the year for retail companies. But it is now obvious that holiday spending will be significantly lower in 2022. While this is happening, the sector is being severely impacted by a few long-term trends that aren't going away anytime soon. If such long-term tendencies continue, there will soon be many more deteriorating structures with boarded windows where formerly there were prosperous retail shops. The state of the retail sector is so important for the overall health of the American economy that we can't emphasize enough on it. And to be honest, the prospect for the sector's future is not promising at the moment. According to a CNN article published on October 13, 2022, many of the most popular retail chains in the United States may not survive a recession. Between these stores are Bed Bath & Beyond, BBBY, Rite Aid, RAD, Party City, PRTY, Tuesday Morning, Tuesday, Joann, and others currently have an elevated risk of bankruptcy, according to credit agencies, and will be most exposed if economic conditions deteriorate. In addition, other chains such as Gap, GPS, may close hundreds of stores in the near future, the analysts concluded. Did you know that according to surveys, 34% of Americans plan to spend less on holiday shopping in 2022 than they did last year as inflation causes them to pay more for transportation and groceries? And because of this, retailers are starting their holiday deals earlier than usual and raising their discounts to move more products. Before Americans opt to cut back further on non-essential spending, retailers want to draw attention to offers. This is especially important given that 58% of the population already reports financial anxiety. And what does this show? Well, we believe that it's another indication that the economy is about to enter a very catastrophic slowdown, and that is really alarming news for our large retailers. As we approach the holiday season, Target openly acknowledges that it has been forced to reduce its expectations. Yes, you heard that right. Target's profit decreased by over 50% in the third quarter of its fiscal year as it sold off excess inventory and saw a slowdown in sales leading up to the holidays, which caused the business to downgrade its forecasts for the most crucial season for retailers. It was possible that most stores could survive if the worst that the business had to deal with was a rough year or two. But we all know that's not the case. Unfortunately, there are a few long-term trends that are now affecting the sector and won't disappear anytime soon. First of all, there is an ongoing wave of retail theft that only gets worse with time. Target recently acknowledged that theft from its shops will lower its gross margin by more than $600 million for the full year. Can you believe this? Yes, the news came directly from the discount retailer who revealed that inventory shrinkage, or the disappearance of goods, has already decreased its gross profit margin by $400 million in 2022 compared to 2021. The CFO of Target, Michael Fidelki, openly said that at Target, incremental scarcity has already decreased their gross margin by more than $400 million compared to last year, and according to them, this can reduce their gross margin by more than $600 million for the full year. And by theft, we are seriously not talking about a few little things. We are talking about a huge sum of money here. The sum of $600 million is tremendous. And to further add to this, a Target spokeswoman claims that organized retail crime is to blame for the majority of the losses. Following the conversation, a Target official wrote to Yahoo Finance by email to say that organized retail crime was mostly to blame for the shrinkage. At this time, organized retail crime in the US has grown to be a multi-billion-dollar industry. All around the nation, highly skilled gangs of thieves are stealing our shops blind, and the situation is particularly acute in locations like California where shoplifting is punishable by exceptionally lax laws. The thing to worry about is that this isn't only a problem for big box stores. The widespread theft that is harming both small and major businesses in the Golden State has been denounced by the California Retailers Association. In some areas of San Francisco, the theft problem has gotten unbelievably awful. Soon after relocating to the city, Times correspondent Thomas Fuller informed a grocery shop employee, "I'm new to San Francisco. Is paying for goods here required?" Fuller states that he was obliged to ask what was happening after he saw people enter Safeway and Walgreens, take items, and leave. It may sound absurd to pose such a ridiculous question, but Fuller claims that he was actually left wondering. And the bitter truth is that because more of our favorite stores are being forced to close every day, shoplifting is a crime against all of us. Unfortunately, this situation cannot be solved easily. Our society's moral base is progressively eroding all around us, which increases the likelihood that more young people would choose organized retail crime as a career choice in the future. While this is happening, our shops are being severely harmed by the startling loss of the middle class. Did you know that in the United States, half of all workers earned less than $3,133 a month in 2017? Without a doubt, $3,133 a month is insufficient to support a middle-class lifestyle in the United States today. Each month, more people leave the middle class, and according to a recent survey, nearly two-thirds of all Americans are currently living paycheck to paycheck. 63% of Americans were living paycheck to paycheck as of September. Just 1 point separates that from the record high of 64% set in the spring. To put it in perspective, about 57% of people reported experiencing this kind of stress a year ago. Once upon a time, our major retailers were doing well because the majority of Americans had at least some discretionary income to spend. But now everything has changed. On top of that, we are facing a severe economic recession, and big corporations around the country are now laying off staff. Sadly, it seems that Disney will soon be on that list too. The once icon of family entertainment is now a media failure after suffering over $1.4 billion in streaming losses and a year-over-year stock decline of over 39%. Additionally, it seems like these financial downturns are inexorably resulting in job losses. In an effort to make the business more nimble, Disney has stopped hiring, restricted staff travel, and is also evaluating employee productivity. We are in such turbulent times, and by 2023 and beyond, things will only grow worse. Therefore, I urge you to take advantage of your favorite shopping store now. Because the situation for our retailers is only going to get worse, many of them will soon be forced to shut their doors permanently. Today, months after COVID-19 first made its way to the US, it is becoming more and more obvious that the majority of retailers won't be able to successfully compete in the new normal using their current business structures and strategies. They need to adopt new strategies, for example, using new technology. It would be an understatement to say that technology is altering the retail industry. Technology is completely revolutionizing how we shop, which has caused the retail sector to reevaluate its business strategy. This evolution process is never ending, now, more than ever. The COVID-19 pandemic has brought many challenges for retailers, and technology is key to overcoming them. There are some amazing technology trends that are really reshaping the industry. Improving convenience, reducing time, and delivering great experiences have become the pillars of successful innovation. Some of the world's most prosperous technological firms were developed on top of these principles. As technology advances, startups are pushing the boundaries of what a customer experience can be. Startups today are challenged to develop additional ways to meet these three pillars. Through frictionless checkout processes and automated stores, in-store shopping can now be made quicker and more convenient. Additionally, items can be delivered more quickly and affordably thanks to micro-fulfillment centers, and the standard of customer experiences can be raised thanks to robotics and immersive experiences. We anticipate that the retail environment of the future will be a networked blend of real-world and virtual interactions, allowing customers to shop whenever, where, and for what they want. We're thrilled for what's to come, and these are just a handful of the limitless design options for the future store. That's all for today, folks. We hope you enjoyed watching the video. If you did, do give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel on your way out. See you next time. Until then, bye.